Hello and welcome to Rule of Three's video review for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, a third-person stealth action adventure game from Ubisoft for everything that's out and coming out. With me today is just Synyster Dreamer. How are you doing?
Doing pretty well.
Awesome. So, Synyster's back. We don't have impressions this time. We switched it up on you guys because we can never have all three of us on the same time or everybody get the same game at this point in time. So it's just us two this time.
Yeah.
Alright, so like I said, this is for Assassin's Creed 4, and since this is number, I think technically 7? Or 6? 6.
That's sick. No.
6 console, 2 handheld, so 8, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, if you add in the side games that go to, like, the 2 side games for Assassin's Creed 2, Liberations, and...
Bloodlines.
Yeah, Bloodlines.
Yeah. I think there's one more, but that's it. Anyway, let's just not have to worry about that. So, my take with Assassin's Creed is, Assassin's Creed 1 was fun. It was okay. I really liked Assassin's Creed 2. Didn't play a whole lot of Brotherhood or Revelations a whole lot. 3 I thought was an utter disappointment. And then Liberation was pretty good. I liked the main characters, and Bloodlines was okay. But, like I said, Assassin's Creed's just been kind of okay other than 2, in my opinion. And 3 was a letdown.
It had its ups and downs. For me, I've pretty much touched most of them except for Liberations and Bloodlines. Those are the only 2 I haven't played yet. But I've mingled with the others, if it was just, quickly throw the game in, maybe get a couple missions done just to see how the game was. Overall, so far, without counting Black Flag yet, 2 has been my favorite. Just because it's just kind of just how it improved over 1. Otherwise, that's about it.
Yep. Alright, so let's get in with the story. So, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. The main storyline follows Kenny. I can't remember his name right now.
Kenway!
Kenway, that's right. Edward Kenway.
Edward Kenway.
Edward Kenway, another relative of, Desmond that you go into, but we'll talk about that when we get into a little more modern day.
Grandfather to Connor.
Yeah. And Pirate Awesome Win. Basically,
Yes.
he does some stuff, becomes an assassin, and is hunting down Templars like in all the other ones. But this one has more of a pirate twist, and he meets some, good old pirates like Blackbeard and some other people.
You meet Blackbeard as the original person, and then you learn that he becomes said person. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really cool. Anyway, that's the main storyline for, when you're in the past. And then there's also the modern day setting, which also takes place after Assassin's Creed 3. Desmond is dead. And you are now the test subject working with Abstergo to, create entertainment.
Abstergo Entertainment.
Yes, you're now making video games.
Yeah, video games and movies.
And movies. That is the purpose of Abstergo.
Yeah. From all the history, you're sitting there playing this, as you said, Descendant, and making movies out of it.
Yes, which is funny because they do mention Liberation as one of their first products. It's a nice little twist on Abstergo. I really liked it. You find you find this immediately as soon as you finish the first part. Yeah.
Like the first thing you walk in, there's the building that you walk in. You see Liberation. It's like, wow, that's kind of fun.
So, like I said, I like what they did with Abstergo. So, anyway, my personal take on every story element is I really, really, really enjoyed it. I actually haven't gone that far into this because I purposely stopped because originally I wasn't going to buy this game. I'll tell you right now, my rating sort of. But because of the storyline and how everything in it is working right now, I am waiting for the PlayStation 4 version to come out. And then I will finish the storyline. But I like everything in it so far. It's really entertaining. Synyster.
Me personally, I bought it for the PS3 because it was just like, I like pirates. I like the naval battle in 3. It was like, okay, it works. I like it. It can use a little tweaking. Then when they announced Black Flag, and it was like, hey, you got ships, and you can do this, and you can do that, and you can board them, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, done.
Yeah, we'll get a bit into that in a little bit.
Yeah, and since I've been playing it, which my wife can attest to this, I think I'm finally about halfway through the game.
And that's all you play right now.
Yeah, I've decked out my ship as far as I can without basically quote unquote going on the PlayStation Store and buying the upgrades for it for $2 because I don't want to sit there and go do the one side mission that to go get upgrades. But literally, I naval battle, naval battle, naval battle.
Yeah, but you're enjoying the story, right?
Oh yeah, the story's good. It's fantastic. I just chips.
Yep. So let's get into the gameplay portion. We'll start off with the kind of easy part, which is combat. If you played any of the previous Assassin's Creed, combat has not really changed a whole lot on the land portion. It is pretty much exactly the same.
Run in and kill, jump and kill, hide and kill. Hanging off of a ledge and kill.
Yeah, not much has changed. It's still, if you didn't like it before, they haven't done anything to really improve it. I mean, it is a little tighter in terms of like the animations and how things flow a little bit, but it's pretty much exactly the same. So
yeah, it's same game mechanic. Just hey, new skin.
Yeah. The sad thing is, I always hope that Assassin's Creed will get to that kind of, like I said, the pinnacle of like free flow motion for me is the Batman Arkham games. And I was hoping they would go that way with how, combat in theory should be able to go that way with Assassin's Creed because it works very similar, but they haven't gotten to that, like, point yet to where it's just as good.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a letdown, but, it still works. It's, it does what it needs to.
Yep.
So.
It's still fun.
Yep. So next thing is what Synyster and I kind of do all day when I was playing this game is naval battle. If you played 3, they introduced this really cool mechanic called naval battle. So you get a ship and you blow crap up with it with your cannons and your crew. And in Black Flag, you get to do that, but there's so much more you can do with your ship. You can go do some underwater exploration if you go to certain spots and go underwater. You can go whaling. You can not only destroy ships, you can now actually board them and take them over, which is the best thing ever. If you listen to the Assassin's Creed 3 review, it's one of the few things I wish that they would have let me do in that one for naval, and they finally allowed me to do it. And with the pirate theme, it's awesome, and that is by far the coolest thing they've added. There's also a lot of bonus content in the form of, other than exploration, there's things called legendary ships, which are endgame content, which will rape you if you do not do them like at the pinnacle of your power. If you just go in to try to do it, you will die in like bad fashion. It's pretty hard.
Bad. Horrible memory.
Yeah.
First time encountering one of those, I'm like, hey, this thing called a legendary ship on the map. Let's go find out what it is. Go there. Go use the telescope, look at it. Level 75 in the red, like blood red. And I'm like, crap. I try to turn my ship and try to run, and it catches up to me like 2 seconds later, rams me, and I'm dead.
Yeah, good old times. But like I said, naval combat is heavily improved in this, and I think it's probably the best part of this game. If anything. Also, the fact that I get to sail around the world on my ship makes me feel epic.
Well, you sail around the Caribbean in your ship, but still.
Close enough. The world map. And my crew sings sea shanties. I hate that word, sea shanties. And it's awesome.
Sea shanties?
Sea shanties. No, it's just everything about the ship, and this is why I wanted Assassin's Creed to do pirate, is just for this aspect after 3. Because they delivered on this one. I was really happy with everything that I wished was in 3 with the naval stuff. They put in this one, and I was really happy. So.
Yep. Very much. It's like naval battles are so much improved and amazing now.
Yep. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is stealth, because that's the other half of the game is stealth. That was my major disappointment with 3, was stealth wasn't really an issue. This one it is. Stealth is actually a lot better in this one and more important. And I thought it worked really well, like in previous ones where, like I said, 3 lost it a little bit. This one brings it back to where it seems it works really well and it's, essential to do things.
Yeah. It's like they make stealth a very, very important part, because it's like if you don't stealth,
bad things happen.
You're gonna desynchronize, or your thing's just gonna barrel roll down the wrong way, and like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little bit more consequences of not being stealthy in this one.
Yep.
I think that's it. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is with the climbing puzzles. Those are a lot better, because instead of just, oh, there's a building, I'm gonna go climb it, it's, there's a building, huh, how the hell do I get up there? And you have to kind of figure out where you start off at, instead of just going, ha, start here. Like, it's just real obvious. Some of these ones you actually have to kind of look around to figure out, which is Back to
they
Assassin's
make
Creed 1 and 2.
they make climbing puzzles a challenge, but not to the point where it's like, okay, where am I doing? It'll be like, okay, where am I? Go look. Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah, it's back to kind of
You
where
just
2
sit there
was.
and focus real quick, and boom, you find out.
Yeah, it's where 2 was, in my opinion, where the climbing puzzles were, which I thought was perfect.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
much.
so that's it. Anything else you want to bring up?
Multiplayer's still about the same.
Yeah, multiplayer hasn't really changed. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just like, okay, multiplayer. Here you go.
yeah, it's
Same
entertaining.
as always.
Entertaining. That's
Yep.
all I have to see about multiplayer.
Otherwise, that's about it with the game.
All right, so that's it. So here at Rule 3, we don't use a point system. We use a buy, rent, pass system because I don't want to use points, and I figured the system's a little bit more helpful if we're actually debating on buying something versus just trying to interpret numbers. Buy means we think it's worth the full price of the game. It's just that much fun. Entertainment value is great. Has some replay value. It's just really, really good. Give the publisher the money they want. They deserve it. They made a really good game. Rent is twofold. You know, it means that the game was, it was okay. We did have some fun with it. Maybe not the greatest game on the planet. Not worth that full price that they want. Maybe buy it half off or wait for a used copy or rent it through GameFly or Redbox since Blockbuster's closing. So those are really the only two options now. And then a pass means it needs to be put in a chest, buried in the sand, and never make a map for it and just leave it there.
Yeah.
Does not deserve to be found. I've already kind of said mine. I give this game a buy. I was really skeptical going in. I will say that with I was very disappointed with 3. This one I was kind of skeptical because it was pirates and they're doing more of the naval stuff. But I'm like, okay, I wasn't planning on buying it because I wasn't sure. And then within the first 40 minutes of the game, I'm like, oh my god, this is so much better. This is awesome, and I'm buying it. This is like, in my opinion, not quite as good as 2, but it's very, very close to where 2 was. I just don't think the story was quite as good as 2, but it was still good. But anyway, so yeah, buy for me. Synyster.
If you've been listening, I made mention I did buy the game, and I don't regret it. I enjoy this game since putting it in the console and playing it. The naval battles, boarding ships, and all that's fantastic fun. Most greatly appreciated. Storyline, it has some weak points, but it's still more entertaining than some storylines I've come across in games, and it's like it has its moments where it starts dying, but then all of a sudden next thing you know, it picks up again and it's just like shoving it in your face.
Yep. So
all in all, I love it.
Yeah. So there you have it. 2 buys for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. That's it for this review. Next week is Call of Duty Ghost. That will be the last game we do on current gen systems. After that, everything, at least be in the videos, will be all from next gen, hopefully, unless they have some weird thing to where I can't upload my videos the way I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would kind of suck. But for all intents and purposes, everything else after that will be next gen. Thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure to subscribe up top. Leave some comments below if you want. I like reading them and responding to them. If you have any questions or anything you want clarified, I'm always trying to answer those when I see them. And that's it. So thanks for listening, everybody, and always remember to trust in the rule of 3.